Welcome to MBT Sky's Daily Read channel, and today is February 22nd, 2025, which breaks down into the future number of 2049, which breaks down into 15 and 6. So it's a little underlying Venus energy in Chinese astrology that speaks of the Earth Snake. So the Earth Snake in the energy of Pisces, Earth associated with Saturn, which rules the 10th house. Generally, the 10th house speaks of public reputation, authorities, elders, and profession. And 2049, maintaining emotional balance will keep the 10th house in a positive energy. People are interacting with hospitals, institutions. This may be another one of those periods where information is revealed that may put people in an emotional space. Pay attention to the seventh and third house during this time. Also, seventh house speaks of finances, earning power is valued, and possessions, where the seventh house speaks of partnerships, marriage, enemies, and surrounding people. The planet Venus does very well with Pisces. Tap into personal magnetism, money, luck, bonding, harmony, and the ability to merge, right? So that's what's discussed for the future. And so we're going to get into today. If you want to see this from a different position where you can actually see the cards being laid down, you can click the link below. So anyway, we are talking about the month. We are still in a transition from Aquarius to Pisces, so we still have this moon energy, which is associated with Cancer, Pisces, who have a nice little bit of Cancer in there, why not, right? So what is the moon talking about today? Nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, in the moon. So I'll put that up there. So there may be situations that Pisces are involved with, or Pisces who have a little Cancer heavy in their chart, and it may be a situation that nothing is not productive. So pay attention to that, and the moon will reveal that to you. It may be something you may not be aware of right now, Pisces, but it happens sometimes. You have situations, interactions, processes, and sometimes things do not come of it, and so you move forward. And so this may be speaking of something that needs to be let go, and something that comes to you, you'll feel at some point. Now the overall energy in Pisces today is 22 and 4, and this is a master builder's number. This is about master building, laying down foundations. Most people do not break down the master numbers. I do, so I would say this is like the higher frequency of Saturn and the Earth energy, right? Tapping into creating strong foundations, and stuff is falling out all over the place. So let's look and see what this master builder's number is talking about with the oracle. And so it says the villain. You can always rewrite the story. So when you're dealing with this villain energy, when you're building and creating today, Pisces, that's supposed to be in this particular energy, stay out of the villain energy, right? Rewrite your story, make it positive. The things that come up today, if you are being put in that position of being the villain, then you have to kind of address it. Rewrite the way it goes, period. So, and if you are dealing with energies that you are feeling like are the villain, then you change your perception and how you deal with the situation, and the energy shifts and it rewrites. The master building is the overall energy for Pisces today. So focus on, investing in what it is that you want to do. Get into your earthy energy a little bit. So let's look and see what's going on in 2049 with the 15 and 6. That sits in Venus. And then we're going to throw down the regular cards. So the throne. Your potential is endless. And so understand that, Pisces, that you will have endless potential even in this future date, right? As long as you can keep the waters in balance in the houses that I just previously spoke about. So let's look in the high frequency. The high frequency today is Jupiter. This is fire energy. And let's see what Jupiter is talking about today. Okay, compromise. So this is the 6 of coins here. And then we have beyond the illusion, right? So we are speaking of judgment, the card judgment. And then we are speaking of courage. So we're talking about this 8. the Eight of Air. So let's get this clear. Um, you know, when you're dealing with the Six of Coins and you're dealing with this in a high frequency, this is about dealing with imbalance, bringing people upward, lifting people up, being strong, being courageous, facing your fears, things of that nature. Growing and investing even in complicated situations or situations where they may seem like there's no growth or nothing to come from a particular situation, which come up in this energy right here. So understand that in being in balance, um, in today's energy is about balancing out how you deal with individuals, how you give to individuals, how you share with individuals while you're doing that, and doing it so that you can uplift, right? So now this medium frequency here comes down in Venus, right? So let's see what Venus is talking about in the middle frequency. All right, so you got the Knight here that comes up of Wands. You got some fire energy here. You have the Two of Coins, change, balancing things out. And then you have the inner voice, right? And when you're dealing with the inner voice, you are dealing with the High Priestess. So in this medium frequency, you're going to experience, there may be, motion that, or a situation that would move fast or come through fast, but it may be a little bit at a medium speed today. People may be just, doing their own thing today. It is Saturday and no one's in a rush, or shouldn't be. And then you have this Two of Coins, which is also a discussion of change, balancing out in the physical reality. And when you bring this inner voice in, it's about following your intuition, tapping in, and knowing what's necessary for you to get through your day today. Especially when you were able to tap into your intuition and find a way to still create something awesome for the day, right? And finding balance while you're uplifting individuals. And you can find balance in that medium frequency. So if you feel like things is not moving exactly the way you want it today, or as fast as you want it, or things are not stopping or starting the way you want it, pay attention to investing your time, your mind, your energy into something that's going to kind of uplift some good energy, and it'll change and shift your energy and keep you in the higher frequencies. Now, we're looking at the 9, we're looking at Pluto, so let's see what's going on here. Also, some may be dealing with a fire sign, very intense energy. And over there is this compromise. So, there may be a fire sign, Pisces, that may be asking for you to compromise, or you may feel like you have to compromise certain things, just to get things done today. Don't get in a tizzy. Stay in a higher frequency. New visions. And then you have the Knight of Air. And then, the courage is in the fire. I don't know why I said that anyway. Alright, and then you have the Page down here, the Page of Wands. So, let's speak of that in the Hangman, seeing things different. And he's come down previously, so I might call him out a little bit, I'm not sure. But when you're dealing with this new vision and seeing things from a different perspective, motion changes, and then you're able to kind of deal with both sides and both situations, both parties, finding balance, right? Now, in this lower frequency, this is a issue of not being able to bring forth new visions, new ideas, not being able to see things from a different perspective, kind of, sitting there just hanging, right? With this Knight, this is about messages that come through, communications that come through, but it's also a discussion of aggressive energy. This is air energy, and then you have this playful energy. So dealing with the Page, which is a fire energy also. So when you're looking at this, there may be some messages that come in that create some changes and revitalize the individual today. There also may be, this playful kind of energy that comes through that's not so playful in the lower vibrations, right? So the whole idea is to stay in the upper vibrations of a situation. So you want the messages to come through clearly to bring upon the change so that you can be renewed and be renewed on your path. So if you see this this lack of information coming in, do not worry. Focus on your changes and what you want to do. Focus on the fact that you want to renew, resurrect, or recreate and reestablish. And this Knight will end up having to bring through messages anyway, the necessary messages you need. When you get into this new vision, be open, Pisces, to see things from a different perspective. Understand that movement and motion is going to take place. Now, whether it's in your favor or not is not the problem. The problem is, what are you going to compromise, or what you're not going to compromise. Right now, the discussion is compromising in a higher frequency, or compromising to stay in that higher frequency so that you can do what you have to do throughout the day. Dealing with this other fire sign here, there's action and movement that comes through, and it's a discussion of paying attention to your inner voice. So don't get so into your day and into your situations today that you still do not follow your inner voice. You don't follow your intuition. You have to do that and be strong and courageous when you do that. And it may be something that's opposite of what everybody else want to do today, but it's okay. You follow your intuition and do what you do. And that's that. And that's what Venus is talking about. And this could be, talking about family, where you're talking about, things changing abruptly in the lower frequency. And in the higher frequency, it's about communication and creativity, So let's look at the conversation of the master building. And the thing that's interesting about this master building is, even though we have this 22 and 4 here, it still breaks down into 11. So, this is about paying attention. Build, create, invest, do your thing. Be in your earthy energy, but still follow your intuition regardless. Still follow your spirit regardless. So you have this 5. You have this 5 here. Hold on one second. The 5 of Swords. You have the 3 of Cups, and then you have the 10 of Swords. So today, when you tapping into your energies and when you interact and however you interact, understand that you are unique in your own way, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. There's no comparison at the end of the day. You can still look at things and say, this is me and this is them, but you are still your own unique individual today. Know that when you tapping in, when you're building, when you create, when you come in with your ideas, and there may be others that kind of try to compare themselves to you, or feel like you want to compare yourself to them. That's not the concern today. The concern is about tapping into your own frequency, building and creating how you want to, following your intuition. The thing that's interesting is that bamboo is a very strong tree, and I believe this is a bamboo tree, and it's on the side, or the 3 of Cups lands on that side. So strong friendships also. Invest in strong, real, honest friendships today. If there are any relationships, partnerships, even a little celebration with people that are real, honest, and straightforward. Now, also on the other side of this card, we have the rebirth. So there may be a ending to some group activities and friendships, or a rebirth, or reconnect, or a desire to reconnect to certain groups of individuals, friendships, and things like that. So pay attention to what you want to connect to and who you want to connect to, and the groups of individuals you want to connect to today. Follow your intuition, of course. And it also is a discussion that there may be some Pisces out here that's meeting people today that will be the beginning and the start of an awesome friendship. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Awesome friendships are always good. So anyway, let's look and see what else the monk wants to talk about, because it's talking about nothing will become of this situation. So let's see what the situation is. Alrighty. No, nothingness. Okay. And then burden. And then you also have traveling. So, in this moon energy, this is a discussion of literally not being able to bring in anything, right? So when we talk about this, you're talking about this Hierophant energy, tapping into the darker aspects, tapping into being on a journey by yourself. And then you have this this 6 of air, burden. Now in this particular day, it's funny, but the discussion is release the burden at the end of the day. Move forward, traveling. There may be some people that want to travel and do other things, and there may be energies that are not in agreement with it, and maybe putting out this energy of, oh, well, you'll never be able to move forward. You'll never be able to go anywhere. You'll never be able to do this. You'll never be able to go there. You're going to always be an isolated individual, or this, that, and the third. Please do not fall into that concept. Life is life. You're going to interact with people. You're going to meet people. You're going to travel. You're still going to do all of the things that you want to do. And that's just that. When you start to feel that way and you start to feel like you have to isolate, the isolation should be only because you're tapping into your own energy, you're clearing energy out, you're removing yourself from people, places, and things that you want nothing to do with, so that you can move forward and clear energy. So there may be a particular situation where nothing may come of the situation, and that's fine. At the end of the day, you let that go, release the burden, travel, move, understand things are always going to be in forward motion, and sometimes things are in motion that you cannot control, and that's all right also. But do not let it put you in a position of isolating yourself and not wanting to live life. Okay? So anyway, this is a reading for today. Smooches, deuces. This Hangman came out a couple of times. The High Priestess came out a couple of times. So I may do a call out reading. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, but I might. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one.